Alright, going back to Madison.
Only a few hours left before Sean Mars died. Hello, I'm looking for Anne Shepard's room. Please sign the visitor's book.
It's the same chick from the police department.
Are you a member of the family? Yeah, you could say that. Oh, she'll be pleased to have a visitor. No one ever comes to see her. With the Alzheimer's, she has trouble remembering things, but it'll still please her, you know. It's room 19 at the end of the corridor. Thank you.
Corridor. Alright. Don't turn around, stupid. What are these?
Room 19. Where is that? John Shepard died 30 years ago. Hope his mother has all the answers to this puzzle.
17. Here we are at 119. This sounds pleasant.
Hello, Mrs. Shepard.
Is it time for my pills already?
No, Mrs. Shepard,
They're never on time with my pills. I don't know what they do here. In the other hospital, they were always on time. But here...
Is that the old lady from the opening credits?
My name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I'd like to ask you some questions about your son.
I don't like this hospital. The food isn't very good, you know.
That was helpful.
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He's a good little boy, you know.
You had a son named John, and John had a twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
No pills.
Your other son, Mrs. Shepard, John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son?
It doesn't matter what his name is.
I have no other son.
Oh, wait,
I never had any children.
Wait, what?
I think your son is in trouble, Mrs. Shepard. He's done some terrible things. I need to find him. Do you understand?
Terrible things you're telling me. He never came to see me, can you believe it? In 10 years, never. No one forgets their mother, do they?
I know what happened at Carnaby Square. Do you remember?
Carnaby Square. I think I used to live there a long time ago. We didn't have much money at the time, you know. We had to make do with very little.
It was the 70s.
Try to remember, Mrs. Shepard. John's twin brother was placed with a foster family after the accident. What was the name of the foster family?
I asked them for a television, you know. They said I didn't have enough money. It's a pity. I'm fond of television.
That's super related, thanks.
Mrs. Shepard, your son may be linked to a series of murders. Perhaps you have some information that could help the investigation.
Are you a new nurse? Where are my pills?
God, you're not getting your pills. What do we have here? No. There's something there.
It'd take days, if not longer, to find the name of the family that adopted her son. Sean Mars would be dead by then.
Oh, walk on a circle.
All right, no point in wasting my time. I won't learn anything more by staying here.
Oh, aha, a new option. Let's see. No, don't close the book, you idiot. Oh my god. I'll have to look at this one. That's because I'm a dog person. Time for a series of button combinations. I'm sure I'll make this nice and difficult. No! Oh, come on! No! Why are you gonna unfold it? It's gonna make things difficult. Haha.
Oh, you know how to do these little dogs too. My children loved origami. I taught them how to do it. John loved the little dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max. All dogs with the same name. I was wasting my time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dogs Max. It's funny, isn't it?
I'm so amused. I can't do origami anymore. Alright. I will return. Oh, first let's use the bathroom. Hold on. Oh, I guess not. It's over here. Origami. Crane.
Did you make these origami figures?
My little paper animals. They played with them for hours. I showed my boys how to make them, you know.
Yes, your boys, Mrs. Shepherd. John and... what was your other son's name again?
My other son? I only had one son. My little Johnny.
Lies. Awkward camera angles.
Does Mrs. Shepherd ever talk about her past?
It's not all very clear to her now. Sometimes she'll remember the oddest things, though. I suppose if she sees something that reminds her of her past.
Did she ever mention her sons?
Sons? Well, she often mentions John.
Oh my, is this
I think
Ethan's
he
wife's
drowned.
voice?
Does she ever talk about her other son?
I didn't know she had another one. I've never heard her mention it.
I'm looking for her other son. He was adopted. I mean, he's probably changed his name. Is there any official documentation on Mrs. Shepherd?
No, there's nothing really. Nothing about her family. I guess if her son was adopted, then she's the only one who could tell you about that. Sometimes, if you show her things, it seems to trigger a memory from her past. You might get her to remember.
Thanks for the advice.
Alright. Let's see. Weren't there flowers out here? Were they the same flowers the origami killer? Yep. What do you know? Just gonna grab this flower here, go all the way down to the opposite end of the hallway. Did you pay for that? Yes. Let's pay for it.
What a lovely orchid. My sons loved orchids. We used to grow them in the back. When John died, I laid orchids on his grave.
Her memory is coming back. Don't stop now. Just remember.
Can I make more origami? That might work. Oh. What else is there then?
Show her things that take her back.
I can't think of anything else. Wait a second. There's something here. A picture. There we go. A picture of both of them.
Are these your children, Mrs. Shepherd? John and his brother? Is that them?
They're good little boys. Their father never looked after them. Always drinking. They didn't have an easy life, you know. I cried when they told me. I'd already lost one of my children, and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
The foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
They were really very nice people. I met them, you know. In the beginning, I used to go and see my little boy. And then I got sick and I couldn't go any longer. Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten him. He must have thought I didn't love him anymore.
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him. If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
So the camera can't pick it up. Dun dun. And we know who the origami killer is now. Well, Madison does anyway. All right. One step closer.